In this video, I'm going to talk about Command Checker tool. Now, Command Checker is an in-application tool mostly used in model-driven app. It helps user basically understand why buttons are hidden or shown and what command will run upon a click. Now, it's mostly a developer debugging tool. It allows a developer to basically understand the composition of the button, what that button or action does, and what is the visibility status for that particular button. Now, if you have used command bar, you will understand how the command bar is composed of. So, command bar can be created based on the JavaScript or PowerFX command, and depending on the logic of visibility or the action, you get to perform some operations on the Power Platform environment. Now, for a specific grid, you can create an edit action, you can create a delete action, you can run some operations. You will be able to see different solution layers contributing to the final set of rules and the buttons as well. Now, mainly it is used for troubleshooting when you have issues with the command button visibility or execution. Now, how to view the command checker tool. Now here, as you see in the screenshot, now for this model driven app, if you click on the top level menu item, you will be able to see the command checker button. Now this is only visible when you have the ribbon debug attribute as true as a part of the query string. So if you do not see this command checker button, go ahead and add the ribbon debug attribute, and then once you do that, you will be able to see the command checker tool. Now what does the command checker basically shows you? So it will first show you the information in a two tab fashion. So left hand side and right hand side. On the left hand side, it will give you a hierarchy of the composition of the command bar. So you have a tab, you have a group, and within group you have a set of buttons, and then within that button, if you click on it, you'll be able to see the button properties or the command properties and various other attributes related to the control type, sequencing, and so on and so forth. Now there is a button which will allow you to regenerate the ribbon metadata. So this might take some time. Once you click on it, it will take some time to process the composition of the button and then reload the application back into the as a part of the solution. So if you want to regenerate your ribbon metadata, then this is a place through which you can click on it and then you can regenerate the ribbon metadata. Now, as you see over here, once you regenerate the ribbon metadata, it will give you a warning. It's say, do you want to regenerate all ribbon client metadata for the environment? The background operation may take 15 minutes or longer and may delay the background operation while in progress. And if you want to view what has happened, you can view through the solution history, going into the solution and then see how the operations are spun out. Okay, so let's jump into the demo. Let me show you one example. So let me refresh the screen. So this is a simple model driven app. Now in this model driven app, I have created various custom buttons. Okay, so first button, as you see in the top bar, is like these all out of the box buttons. But if I click on one of the item, you can see that this is the custom button which I have created. This is the custom button which I have created. This is the one which I have created. And if I select multiple items over here, then you might see some other buttons like multiple duplicates or delete multiple and like this. Okay, now if you want to troubleshoot, so take for example, if you have built this button and if you want to troubleshoot the behavior of this particular button or understand what this button does, then you can do that from a browser. So first thing, you need to click on this three dots over here, and then you should be able to see command checker options available over here. Now, you cannot see that because in the URL, what you may need to do, just go into the URL and at the end, just type in ampersand ribbon debug equal to true. So I'm appending the URL with a query string ampersand ribbon debug equal to true. And once I press it, nothing happens from a UI perspective. You will see all the command as it is. But if you click on three dot over here, now you will see something called as a command checker. So this option is now visible. Now with this, you can troubleshoot your command, the custom command which you have created. So if I click over here, click on command checker, then you will see this particular interface. So let me break it down for you. So let me minimize this. So first thing, in the command checker, you will see two options, left side and the right side. From the left side, you will be seeing the hierarchy of the button structure, and you will see one button named as regenerate ribbon metadata. Now, we have this MSCRM command bar and MSCRM contextual command bar. So, contextual command bar and the command bar. If you click on command bar, you will see a lot of groups in it, right? So, there are different groups. So, let me collapse this. Now here you have a group of main tab management, main tab modern client, main tab collaborate, workflow, export data, refresh, layout, charts, customize. And then within that main tab management, if I go inside, you will see all the custom actions which I just showed you. This is the one which I've created. Alex can delete or delete multiple or copy mineral or multiple duplicates, and then there are other out of the box functionalities, right? So here, you can, like that, you can go ahead and you can expand. So if I come over here, I'll expand this. I can see this refresh item over here. If I come here, I can see visualize this view. So like this, any other item which you see, like say email a link or visualize this view, so these all things are also a button, right? So if you go to the model driven app, let me open the model driven app over here. Now, once this model-driven app loads, you will see another button called as Show Chart, right? So I'll click on Show Chart. Now, this is also one of the button, or Visualize this view. This is also one of the buttons. So as you see over here, this is Visualize this view, or Email a link. So if I go over here, and it's a email a link. Now, email a link has various other options like off current view, right? So like this, we have off selected items, off current view. So like this, all these informations are available, and then you can further see what is happening in the background. So the custom command which I have created, like Alex can delete, I'll just click over here. Now, the moment you click over here, on the right hand side, you will see something called as a button properties and command properties. Now, button properties will tell you what type of button it is. So the control type is a button. There's nothing specified in the alternate text, and this is the command. Okay, so this is the command which gets executed. This is the ID. This is the label text. This is the label text. And is there any image which is attached to that button? Yes, there is a modern image of delete, and that's how it is shaped. So modern image of delete. So if I go into the command bar over here, so Alex can delete over here, and the modern image of delete. So which is basically I'm using an icon of clear, and which is basically that same thing. So if you see this, this is that delete trash can. Now, coming back here, are there any tooltip title? Are there any tooltip description which I have put? So from a button perspective, there is no tooltip title, description, accessibility text, or nothing of that sort, right? So those all informations are currently visible. Now, are there any localization errors? And also command properties. Now, if you see in this command properties, now as I mentioned to you over here, this command is Alex can delete and then exclamation and then some GUID. Now this is what it is listed over here, right? And app actions FCBs. And then if you want to see the expression function, you can see the expression function just by going to the function name, component name, library, what are the inputs, and then how this entire uh, information is structured. Now the entire compiled script gets into this. So I'll just minimize this just to show you the complete URL. So this is how the compiled script gets generated, and then this is how the JS is getting rendered, right? And enable rules, from an enable rule perspective, you can see expression rule as false, rule type, this is an expression, and this is some more information about the expression tool. Now, if you click on this eye icon over here, it says this properties determines the enable state of this command. It is enabled when all the enable rules elevate as true. and evaluate as true. And from actions, as you see over here, it says this property determine the action performed on click of the button. So if you want to explore more further, you can go ahead and view this information in the browser itself. Similarly, this is again for the custom image, custom button which I have created. For copy mineral, again it's the same thing. uh, this is the modern image sequencing, command type, command properties, and then in expression function you can exactly see how the query is structured. And then the compiled script is available at this location. So basically you can use this command checker button to understand what command you have written, and then how it is all structured in the form of a hierarchy. So we have just explored one component, mscrm command bar, in one of the group. Now similarly we have other group sections in terms of charts, in terms of layout for chart pane, charts for edit chart, delete chart. Now where this information is available is, if you go here, you can create a new chart. So new chart, I don't want to create a new chart, but then I'm just showing you this option. Here you can configure the view. Here this is the new button, and then there is a hide chart to hide chart functionality. So like this you can go ahead and do this option. Now if I go inside one of the record, now as you see I'm going inside of the record, and now here also I can see the command checker. So that means this is at the context of the item. So again the same thing happens within that item. You will have lot of other items, or command which you have created as a custom or which is available out of the box, and then you can view this information again. So it is not necessarily that this command checker is available out in the grid view, but it is available at a main form, grid view, and associated view, and all other levels as well, whereby you can create those commands. So in the command uh, bar editor, there are multiple options like main grid, main form, subgrid views, associated views. So this command checker is available in all this different interface. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically explore command checker, just to understand or troubleshoot your behavior of the command which you have written. Now, all the command which I have written is using Power Effects, so I have not used JavaScript for it. So if you click on Run Action, you have two options: Run Formula, Run JavaScript, and this is a modern way of writing the formulas for command execution. So that's it, folks. This is all about command checker tool. Thanks for watching.